Hi, I'm the line item veto bill, and I'm being debated in Congress.
Oh, how sad. But what's the line item veto?
I authorize the president to amend laws already enacted and give him the unilateral power to change the text.
But how come I've never heard of it before?
District Court Judge Hogan in '98 found me unconstitutional because I granted the president authority that offends the Constitution's bicameralism and presentment clause.
What is the presentment clause?
It obliges the president to either approve all of the bill or reject it in total.
That was a long time ago, but why is it gone now?
That's because the last president to use me was Clinton.
Wow, that's crazy. So what happens now? What's going to happen to you?
I don't know.
Good morning. I'm Senator Feingold, and I am very pleased to be here with John McCain and Paul Ryan to announce our reintroduction of the line item veto bill. I believe the president should have some form of a line item veto. I don't support every form of it, but I believe it's a very important reform. This bill is about the need to stop wasteful earmarks, especially in this time of economic crisis. And if Congress won't restrain itself, the president should be able to try. These many earmarks, which is illustrated right here, is real money. 8,500 or 9,000 earmarks in this huge piece of legislation. And each page doesn't represent just one earmark. It often involves a bunch of earmarks. So that's truly incredible. One estimate I've seen suggests that this involves some $7 billion for these earmarks alone. Again, that's real money.
That's good, transparent, honest government.
And just take a look at this. Look at this. We got 9,000 earmarks that the House passed last week, $7.7 billion. 4,000 of those earmarks are from Republicans. So it's not as if one party is doing this well and one party's not. Both parties have contributed to the mess we have. Because this bill keeps the power in the hands of Congress, where we execute the power of the purse, this is a constitutional thing. Our goal is to embarrass the pork out of Washington. And by giving the president and the Congress this tool, we can help bring sunshine to this murky process and embarrass pork barrel spending out of these packages.
I want to stress that I have retained most of the projects that were added by Congress to my own spending request. Congress plays a vital role in this process, and its judgment is entitled to respect and deference.
In all the work I have done as president, every decision I have made, every executive action I have taken, every bill I have proposed and signed, I've tried to give all Americans the tools and conditions to build a future of our dreams in a good society, with a strong economy, a cleaner environment, and a freer, safer, more prosperous world.
The real legislators of Washington, D.C.
I don't know why I'm meeting Jefferson for dinner, but maybe his wig was squeezing his head too tight by not thinking line item veto is a great thing.
Glad you can show up even though you're 30 minutes late.
Well, you better make this quick. I have a committee meeting.
Listen, I'm just saying it's unconstitutional. You're giving the president excessive power to amend bills before they even get passed.
You're not getting the point. We need a strong executive. After all, didn't you read my article in the Federalist number 70? We need to have a leader that will stop pork barreling. We don't need to tack $500,000 to provide some people to fly to France all the time.
Excuse me, I use my freaking flyer miles. Pardon me, sirs, if you can please keep your voices down.
Think about it. If the president can unilaterally erase much earmark spending by directing executive branch officials to ignore spending that is ordered by congressional committee reports, but is not included in the text of the actual appropriation bills?
But presidents would buy legislative support on other large matters in exchange for not vetoing the legislature's favorite small items in pork. You think about it. The courts already ruled it out as unconstitutional, 6-3. Sir, I'm just gonna have to ask y'all to leave.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Woo!
The line item veto is unconstitutional. The line item veto, if we want it, has to be done by constitutional amendment. The reality is it so fundamentally alters the separation of powers. If you read the Constitution carefully and you go back to the Federalist Papers, it's unconstitutional. Yeah, I mean, you have to be honest with people, and you can't fool all the people all the time. The line item veto is unconstitutional. I am in favor of a line item veto, except you have to do it legally. If I had let President Clinton take $250 million away from the people of my city illegally and unconstitutionally, I wouldn't have been much of a mayor. So I took President Clinton to court, and I beat him.
Hello, I'm Senate Bill 524, the Congressional Accountability and Line Item Veto Act of 2009. If passed, I would give the President the authority to oppose the repeal of any earmark or line item veto of any limited tariff benefit or targeted tax benefit. My sponsor is Senator Russell Feingold, and I was proposed to the Senate in March. I am currently in the Senate Budget Committee.
Close both blinds and turn